Welcome guys. Just waiting till the rest is joined and then we'll start. Alright, welcome everyone. We'll wait a few seconds till everyone is joined and then we'll start. How is everyone doing? Nice. Alright. Yes, gold has been dumping for a while now, since market open. Why? Because of the war, of course. First it jumped while the escalation was happening, and with the ceasefire announcement we got a massive dump. What is not a problem, of course, we took some nice sells and now we're going to look for a new position. Let's see if we can find any. Alright, let's see if we can find any positions today. For the guys that were in the last 4 streams where I searched for a trade with you guys together, we had a beautiful 4 streak right now of TPs. Last trade was a break even, but 2 TPs hit and we took some partials. So if you all were in the last 4 streams, let me know in the chat as well if you guys were there. And of course now we're going to look for another one. It has been dumping the whole day, so we'll see what the time frame is saying. It's about to get this low as well. Let's see if we maybe can sell into this low, going with the trend. Of course, when it's falling that heavily, we'll rather look for another sell than a buy order, but we'll have to see. There is a lot of volatility in the market today, a lot of sell pressure, but we're aiming for this low probably, if it's going to retrace a little bit more. And below this low, potentially we can see some new upside again. Let's see if we can get something like this to move, and if there is a sell position occurring here, we will sell into this area. We'll have to see if it's a nice setup or not. Which one of you guys were in the last stream of Sunday? There we analyzed the markets as well. Of course, unexpectedly, all this escalation from yesterday moved the markets around a lot, but we'll see. Alright guys, we'll have to wait till the right setup occurs again. Like all the other streams we had, we waited patiently till the right setup came and we took it together. And of course, if you have any questions about the group, go to the description, there is a link. You can ask anything and you will get help right away. A lot of bearishness today. Moved quite a bit in the last 2 days. 900 pips. Let's see what it does. And of course we have some news, so we have to wait till that will do. That will bring a lot of volatility in the markets as well, so we'll be careful for any positions. No, we're not in a trade yet. Powell is speaking as well. He's going to start any moment. So I expect a lot of volatility in the markets because of the speech. But not an issue. We'll be careful. We'll see what we can do. Alright. In the meantime, if you have any other questions, you can leave them in the chat as well. We'll take a look and see what I can do. volume to the upside right here. No, it's not. Maybe we'll take a sell somewhere here, but we're gonna wait. It's not pretty yet. I will love to see it a bit higher to then sell into it. There is not a right setup yet. In the daytime we had beautiful sells as well, with a lot of volume to the downside, so we'll see if it can continue a little bit more to this higher time frame low right here on 393. I'm looking more for a sell to continue the volume of today rather than buying into this sell pressure, but we'll have to see if the right setup occurs. It's not really nice yet. Nice. We're looking for the right position. Just have to be patient like last streams. And Sunday we did our market analysis, but of course yesterday's escalations had a lot of impact on the markets today. If you look at oil, for example, we'll see, maybe we catch a sell to continue this downside pressure. Maybe something around here could be. We'll have to see. I'm not in a position yet. When I am, I will let you guys know, of course, and I will show you how I manage it, but I'm not in any position yet. We'll have to see. Looking for a short, yes. We're not looking to buy right now. We're looking to short, but we're also waiting a little bit what Powell is saying right now, because a lot of volatility could come into the markets because of his speech. So we'll be patient like always. and wait till the right setup occurs. Something around here probably could be a nice setup. Yes, I will take a look at it as well. It's showing some downside volume already. We'll have to see. Of course, this is on the lower time frame as well, so we gotta be careful, especially with a speech going on. In the meantime, if you want to look at any other pairs or suggestions, leave them in the chat. When I enter a position, I will put it in the screen as well, so you will know, but I'm not in any position yet. Let's wait a second, maybe we're getting an entry here. We'll see if we would like to enter here. I think we will enter a low risk position here right now. Yes. Alright, I'm in a low position. I'll put it in the chat as well. Not too much risk because of the high volatility in the markets today. But we have a small short going on right now. Let's see how it plays out. We already had some nice positions. I'll put it in the chat as well. Let's see. So it's a small position, a sell on gold, a sell from 3306. My bad. You can see it in the screen. We have been calling it for about 10 minutes. So if you pressed buy, that's not being sharp. Come on guys, you know how it works. It's a short, low risk position. I'll put it in the screen as well. Let's see. I will get it on screen for you guys as well. So it's there. How I manage it, I will take you guys with me. Of course, like always. Let's see how this one is going to play out. Alright, in the meantime, of course, we keep watching what news does as well and what the speech is saying as well. We'll be careful how we manage the position. Alright, is everything clear? I'll mark the first TP level as well. And now let's wait and see how it plays out. If we can get some downside volume. In the meantime, of course, yes, we can take a look at some other pairs in a second. So leave them in the chat if you have any suggestions. I'll tell you guys how I manage the position if I close earlier than TP3. So no worries, I will update you guys immediately. Yes, we'll take a look in a second. Let's see how the first reaction is going to be on our position. Still on entry level, a little bit above. Alright, let's do that. Start with BTC. You can take a look at it for a second. Right here, what did we see? A little bit of downside as well. Here it spiked beneath 98 when the escalations happened as well. And of course, in negative correlation with gold, when gold went down because of the ceasefire announcement, BTC went up again from this spike and then slowly went up. I still expect it to go up on the technical level for now, probably somewhere around this, to have a retest and enter on a long. But for now, we'll have to see, because any headline of any escalation further could impact again and have a high volatility of the markets. Let's see, gold is going up a bit. See some bullish volume. Not any worries yet. Of course it can happen. Like the last 4 streams, we had to wait as well. It's normal, but they all hit TP, or at least TP2. So let's see if today we can get the same. Let's see how it ends up. Yes, and of course Powell is speaking. We'll keep an eye on it as well. Could have impact on gold, so we'll need to be careful. That's why we took a lower risk position this time. Like I said in the stream, I'm in a low risk position. If you haven't had an entry yet, you can enter here on a better level than ours. We'll have to see. some bit of bullish volume here. Yes, it is showing volume to the upside, unfortunately, but not an issue. If you look at last 4 streams as well, where we hit all 4 TPs, if it decides to keep going bullish, we will just re-enter and re-analyze the markets and enter a better position again inside the group. But for now, we'll have to be patient if it hits stop loss or TP1 first. We'll have to see if we can get some downside volume. We'll have to see. Alright, we're back in a little bit of profits here. Let's see if we can keep it up and it doesn't end in a wick. We'll have to see. And if it can hit TP immediately. Let's see. If it doesn't wake up again, let's see if we can keep this volume up. Alright, let's see if we can hit TP1 and take some partials off of it. Let's see if that's... I'm thinking about taking off 20% here, not 30, but 20 and a TP2 in the meantime. At TP2 we will take some more off. Let's see. Alright, I'm taking 20% off on TP1 here. So 20% is off the table now. Okay, nice. We took some profits off. Make sure to manage your risk properly, guys. I tell you how I do it live on stream. I expect maybe a little retracement here. Could be to fill up this high volume and proceed to the downside would be nice. Let's see how it reacts from taking out this level. We already have some profits. 20% off the table. I see a lot of questions about the BTC trade. If that trade was sent by our team, of course you should follow their management, like we do on the stream here with me. How do you take off 20%? If you want to take partials, you go into your account, you click on close and you see at the top of your screen how much lot size you have. Just take 20% of that amount and close it. Or indeed close 1/5 of your, or 1/5 or a small percentage of your lot size, depending on your risk. I'm not going break even yet. Why? Because there is a lot of volume at the moment. So we could go back to entry to fill it up and go down again. So when I'm going break even, will be at TP2 most likely. Then I will consider break even. When I do, I will let you know as well, and I will mark it in the screen. But for now, we'll have to wait. If it didn't close, you can do it right now. It's at 3-2. So just do it market if you want to close your partials. Personally, I did 20%. I marked them here on the screen so you can see where it is. Let's see if it can continue. I see that a lot of you missed it. If you missed it, when we go back to entry or in that area, you could consider to take a low risk position again. But for now, we're still running around TP1. So we'll have to see what it does. Let's see, we'll have to be patient how it plays out. I'm not going break even yet. Maybe if we see some more volume between TP1 and 2, most likely at TP2, then I would consider to go break even. In the meantime, I'll answer a lot of your questions as well. If you have any questions, leave them in the chat. I will take a look at it now. Alright, again, some volume to the upside. Alright. We already took off some 20% and it was a low risk position, so there's not much at risk right now. Let's see if we can continue to the downside. If not, we'll have to see. And which one of you guys is here for the 5th time? This is the 5th stream we did to enter a live position with each other. Who is here? All 5 of them. With the last 4 streams all hitting TP. Nice. Nice. I see some familiar names. Let's see. We said that it could fill up the volume that it brought down to TP1 to re-enter here for the guys that were too late and continue to the downside. So what I want to see from here, it did what we wanted to do, but it has to go lower than this one right now. Otherwise, I think it will continue to the upside. So let's see if we can get that. If we can get that lower low on the lower time frame, would be nice. But we'll have to see and wait. All 5 positions, nice. Great to see. That means you already are up a lot of the last 4 TPs. Let's see. Yes, I agree completely. You learn a lot from them as well. In Sunday streams, we analyze and reflect on the trades we took, and we analyze the markets for the next week. So, of course, there is a lot of value to get from these streams as well. And in the groups, we continue after the stream, and in the daytime, we give a lot of value as well. Make sure to tune in and don't miss out. Let's see if we can continue. It's looking more bullish at the moment than bearish, I should say, on the lower time frame. But we'll just have to be patient. We don't make any emotional actions here, or entering or leaving the trade too early. We'll just let it play and see what it does. If you want, yes, you can re-enter. I should say do a low risk position like I did in the first entry as well. I already have 20% off and a low risk position, so there's not much at risk. That's why we just let it play and see if we can hit TP2. Yes. And if it hits TP1 again, the low that we created here, then I will put it at break even if it breaks that low. Alright. You can see a little bit of upside volume here. I see that Powell's speech also has some bullish effect on gold at the moment. So we'll have to see further words from him as well. That's why I took a low risk position, because you don't want to have too high of risk in the table, especially when a speech like that is at the moment. But we're still in. We already hit TP1, so that's beautiful to mitigate some risk. We had some profits closed already. Let's see now if we can continue to the downside. But I'm not surprised if it goes up. We'll have to see. Aiming to take out this low again. That's what we want to see. You see on the higher time frame we already dumped a bunch today. And what we're aiming for is this last push to take out this low right over here. And from there on I would expect some bullishness. But of course we'll have to see if it plays out that way. Maybe it's going for this high first, around here. Yes, of course, make sure you don't have too much risk right now because of the speech as well. Let's see if we can push it down a bit. Powell is speaking at the moment, yes. He's already speaking. Guys, also let me know what you think about these streams in the chat. If you have any suggestions for other topics, do you want to see this? Let me know. Great, great. Maybe we can take a look at some other positions in stream or trading some other assets in the near future. For now it's especially gold. If you guys want to see some other pairs, we could do that. I will take a look at it. And yes, we can take a look at gold or oil, sorry. Someone wants oil. Alright, let's see. Well, it dumped massively. And I think most of you guys know why, if you kept open your phone or saw any news. Let me ask it to you guys. Why do you think this move happened? No answers? Yes, indeed. Yes, it was because of the escalations, and then it became a ceasefire. So false alarm. There were also some threats why this spiked up a lot about closing the key point where 20% of the world's oil transports through between Iran and a bit of Oman and the UAE. And then it got a little bit cancelled. I wouldn't say so, but kind of that way, and that's why we dumped massively. But yeah, you never know in these escalations that happen. Maybe tomorrow there isn't some new headlines and we'll spike up again. We gotta be careful and watch. Let's see now. I see some downside volume on our position. Closely, okay, TP1 again. When it's going to hit or break this low, we'll put our stop at break even. Why? Because Powell is still speaking and we already did our pullback to re-enter, so we don't want to come back a second time. If you didn't close 20% of your position, then close it now. Let's see if we can get a little bit more volume because it's still in the range now. If it breaks this low, we'll proceed further on our management. Let's see. I see a lot of questions about trading oil because for signals and for providing the best high accuracy trades, gold is a perfect opportunity if you're educated in it and have a long working strategy. Gold or oil, in the other hand, is a more like a swing positions, work way better on oil on the higher time frame. So that would be difficult with faster and day trades. Of course, in these escalations you have big moves in a day, but that is not something that happens a lot. Let's see if we can get a little push now. So if you guys would want to see something like that, it would be with swing and way longer positions. Let's see. Alright, I think we're almost ready to put our stop at break even. Just close 20 or 30% here if you didn't, so you already have some profits. Because if I see it coming back, I think it's likely to take out these two highs. So what I'm about to do right now is put our stop here already, so if it hits, that is less risk. And in a second, if we hit this double low, I will take it to break even. Just to be safe, we already have some profits. Powell is speaking and the volume is looking nice, so no need to come back at our entry point rather than bullishness. Alright, I'll put the stop at break even right now, so there is no risk on the table anymore. We already made some profits. Let's see if we can continue to TP2. If we hit it, I think it's the right decision. Why? Because again, we have these double highs. If it comes back, it comes back for the third time, and it doesn't have a reason, in my opinion, to come back here on the lower time frame or to just push it further up. So that's why we are now break even and we already have some profits. So again, a winning trade secured. Now let's see how far we can do it. You want to see BTC? We'll take a look at BTC. Yes, it is pumping. Right guys, like I said, what we would want to see would be a continuing to the upside, so we can see some more bullishness without any further escalation. So this is on a technical level. Any escalations or headlines could change the direction again, but ideally you want to see it down first to enter on a better position here and go to the upside again. But if it continues right away, that's not a surprise to me. but of course it had a lot of volume, so it's normal if it fills up some first before going higher. And let's see gold again, what it's doing. Alright, I see some bullishness again. Like we said, we don't have any unnecessary risk at the moment. Stop is at break even. We took some profits here. And of course we don't want to risk a lot with Powell speaking. So if it's about to get hit, we had another winner, a small win, but a win is a win. Right. It could still drop to TP, but we don't want to take any unnecessary risk. Yes, alright guys, break even got hit. So this was our position. And we have some nice profits here. 20%, 30%, depends on what you closed. I think it has a likelihood of continuing to the upside right now, so that's why we are safe. We took the profit we had and we closed the position. Why? Because it's coming back for the third time. Maybe it's going for a run to take out these highs and continue further down. So I think bullishness, we could expect it right now. So guys, this was again nice position. This is how I personally manage my positions. Took 20% off, nicely done profits. And of course this is the last trade of the day for me. Maybe in the VIP, if I see a position, I will send it, but these moves were already taken as well. So today we took an extra 20% live with you guys. I hope you guys like these streams. This was the 5th one. We haven't lost yet, so that's pretty nice. We only win for now. So let's see if we can keep this this streak up. Alright guys, are there any further questions before we end the stream? And then I will end it in a second and see you guys in the next one. And of course, like this stream, react, so I can see your engagement and we keep the streams up. If you have any feedback or you have anything to say about the stream, leave it there as well. Alright guys, thank you all for joining. We'll see. Keep in mind, we think that it's going up till here and potentially going down again, or it just continues up. That's why we closed the position at break even and we had some nice profits already. So you can see it for yourself. Take a look at the chart today and see if the analyses were correct, and then you see that our actions are very accurate and why we do it, so you can understand it yourself as well. Alright guys, thank you, and I see you in the next stream.